What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren if you're new here, and oh boy, this is not a video that I was expecting to make today. This has just been going down this whole week and it's getting really crazy, and so I really just wanted to make a video chatting with you guys about it. Ugh. Things are getting absolutely wild. If this is your first time on my channel, hi, I'm Lauren. You should subscribe to my channel and follow me on social media. I like to talk about pop culture and break down all of the drama that goes down. Let's get into this one because, oh my god. It's upsetting, it's controversial, it's crazy. It's just crazy. All right, so as you all have heard, I'm sure this past week has been all about Roseanne Barr and how she literally just ruined her entire empire and legacy. Roseanne is an American television sitcom that was originally broadcast by ABC from 1988 to 1997, and they were very recently given the green light to have a reboot season. Like, I'm talking March of 2018. It literally came back on the air for its reboot revival season. It's barely been on the air, but it has already come back with enormous ratings. I mean, before Tuesday, it was the #1 television show on the ABC network, and they had brought in an estimated $45 million in revenue. And the network most likely would have collected more than $60 million next season. But then on Tuesday of this week, March 29th, that all came crashing down when the show's creator and star, Roseanne Barr, decided to tweet horrible and racist things to get her entire show canceled and all of the reruns pulled off the air. She tweeted that if the Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby, equal VJ. This tweet was referencing Valerie Jarrett, an African-American woman who was a senior advisor to President Barack Obama throughout his presidency, and she was considered one of his most influential aides. I mean, this is never okay. Racism is never okay. I was so shocked that this happened. I think the whole freaking world was shocked when this happened. I mean, the second she tweeted this, the backlash came in. Every celebrity you could think of tweeted Instagram messages and basically made public statements about how repulsive and awful these things that Roseanne, someone who is very influential and has a wide audience of people, how horrible it was that she said this. Wanda Sykes, one of the show's producers, within hours tweeted that she will not be returning to Roseanne on ABC. And then literally minutes after that, ABC announced that the show Roseanne was canceled and will no longer be on the air. And then very shortly after, Viacom pulled all of the current Roseanne reruns that run on TV right now. The president of ABC Entertainment, Channing Dungey, said this in her statement. Roseanne's Twitter statement is abhorrent, repugnant, and inconsistent with our values, and we have decided to cancel her show. There was only one thing to do here, and that was the right thing. Guys, if you haven't heard about this stuff going on in the news recently, like, you must have been under a rock, because the entire television world right now is rocked by this insane controversy. Roseanne Barr immediately went back on her Twitter and was like tweeting up a storm. Seriously, her Twitter page right now is a total mess. She tried to apologize. She's like, I'm so sorry. She even said, I'm sorry I was Ambien tweeting, and that it was a joke and she didn't mean it. When she said that, the maker of Ambien, the drug Ambien, went on Twitter and said, while there are some known side effects of our drug, racism is not one of them. Woo! I love that. I love they stood up for their freaking drug. Like, some people actually really need to use Ambien. For Roseanne to just use that as a cop-out and be like, oh, I was on drugs, I didn't mean that. Honestly, when you're on drugs or under the influence, generally that's when the truth comes out, in my opinion. All of this is really upsetting. I really think that ABC made the right move, because you can't be that big of a star and be tweeting such horrible, awful, blatantly racist things to your wide audience. You can't delete a tweet and then be like, oh, I didn't mean it, JK, can I go back to work on Monday? That is not how things work. But in my mind, what's really upsetting is that an entire television show crew has to suffer because of what Roseanne Barr decided to do. Like, the amount of people that go into making a television show, I mean, there's lighting, there's sound, there's directors, there's costume, makeup, set building, set design. There's so many people involved that go into making a show. I want to say that there's probably 200 to 300 people who had a full-time job working on the television show Roseanne that all lost their jobs on Tuesday when Roseanne decided to do this. It's really upsetting. Ugh, it gives me chills thinking about, because it's so unfair. It's really unfair to these people, but I'm sure that a part of them understands why ABC had to do it. And a lot of people who've been following Roseanne for a while know that she's kind of like this, that she's got this like side to her that's very distasteful. How's that for a PC way to describe it? There's so many people that go into this, the writers. I'm sure they had so many scripts and shows to film for this. I think they were going on for a second season, and the fact that it was so successful was blowing everybody's minds. Everyone loved Roseanne in the 90s, and everyone's gonna love her in this decade too. And now everyone has lost their jobs. A lot of people on Twitter and on different news sites are saying, well, why can't there just be a spin-off called Jackie? And while in theory that would be a good idea because these are great characters that Roseanne actually created, can't we just continue the storyline focusing on other people? Unfortunately, Roseanne created this program. She has proprietary rights to each character, to the entire show storyline. So even if Roseanne was not starring in a spin-off starring Jackie, for instance, Roseanne would still be making money off of that. And that's just like so upsetting that this storyline, this iconic television show has to end because of this. But ABC was left with no choice. No choice. I mean, they can't just like swipe this under the rug and say, you're fine, you get a celebrity card pass, because that just wouldn't be right. It's not the right thing to do. Isn't this crazy? Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to know what you think. I'm sure this story isn't over. Roseanne Barr has been tweeting up a storm. Here's some of the tweets she's been saying in the last few days. I begged Ben Sherwood at ABC to let me apologize and make amends. I begged them not to cancel the show. I told them I was willing to do anything and asked for help in making things right. I'd worked doing publicity for free for weeks, traveling through bronchitis. I begged for people's jobs. Ben said, what were you thinking when you did this? I said, I thought she was white. She looks like my family. He scoffed and said, what you have done is egregious and unforgivable. I begged for my crew's jobs. Will I ever recover from this pain, OMG? No, you won't, Roseanne, because you royally messed up. Her tweets have been really strange the last few days. This was one of those ones that I found a little bit weird and just, oh, it annoyed me so much. Can you all help me get more followers here? The more I have, the more my words will have weight. I am a fighter for fairness in all aspects of US life. I am tired of being smeared over a stupid mistake, erasing 30 years of activism. I don't know. I don't like to talk about controversial topics because I just don't. What you tweeted about Roseanne was not emulating fairness or equality in any way. It was plain racist and awful and horrible. Like, Valerie Jarrett is an amazing woman and she does not deserve you talking about her like that. In response to all of this, Valerie Jarrett even said, I think we need to see this as a teaching moment. Like, that is a boss-ass way to respond to this kind of thing after someone just said such a disgusting insult. Ugh, it's very upsetting. It's also really controversial, so please, I'd love to know your thoughts. Please comment down below. Do you think ABC did the right move by pulling the plug on this show? Do you think there should be a spin-off based off the other characters, even though Roseanne will still get money from it? Has this ruined Roseanne's entire legacy? She's been a very famous actress for 30, 40 years now, and this might have just ruined her. I'd love to know your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave it a like and subscribe to my channel and my vlog channel, and I will see you next time. Bye!